Some celebs call us loco. You know we up next, pull it mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now,
Yes, my people, them. Come on, man. You know we're back with another one. MetricBay. Pick up the whole Metric community. You know I'm always here for you lot. 2-3 times a day. We don't miss. Come on, man. So, yeah, man, we're here. But let's get straight into it, man. No time to delay. I was on earlier. I'm going to hit you lot back up and let you lot know what's going on with all the news. So, bam. We'll kick off with the Cunha. Obviously, Cunha's... Cunha's took the number 10. He said, yo, I want the 10. I want to come and put Man United back on the big stage. And that's what we want to see. That's the players we want to bring to United and bring to the theatre of dreams. You get it? So basically, it's been made official. Cunha will wear the number 10 shirt for Manchester United. Matheus Cunha requested the number 10 shirt. He is the kind of player who wants to be a protagonist and shoulder the pressure of wearing the number. So he's saying, I want to have this pressure on my back of wearing the number 10. I'm going to bring Man United back to where it belongs. However, Cunha respected the fact that when he joined, Man United still had Marcus Rashford as the number 10. So Cunha was basically like, yo, if I can get that number 10, I'll respect it. But I want to put it on my shoulder. If it's available, I'll take the number 10. And that's what obviously ended up happening. After discussions, United informed Rashford in advance that Cunha was going to be given the number 10. Rashford understanding and he is exploring a move away. Exit viewed as suiting all parties. Rashford preference remains Barcelona. So that's from the Ben Jacobs. He's basically saying, listen, Cunha sat there and said, I want to take the number 10 and put that on my shoulders. And Rashford knows he's going to go. All parties are basically know that he's going to go, so it's no problem. Fabrizio's come out and said Man United also confirmed Rashford's representatives were informed that Cunha will be taking his number 10 shirt. It's definitely over between United and Rashford. It's done. Rashford's going. As the Rashford dreams of Barcelona move as a priority, but is it going to happen though? This is the situation. I'm going to get straight into all this Barcelona stuff with Rashford straight away. Bam. This is what's happened. So obviously earlier on, this is what I showed you earlier on, that they broke down their shortlist to Marcus Rashford or Luis Diaz. But remember, because Nico Williams obviously refused and he said, yep, I'm not coming Barcelona. I'm signing a new deal at Atletico Club. So Nico Williams refused earlier. They broke their list down to the alternatives and it was Marcus Rashford or Luis Diaz. Remember, Luis Diaz, they've tried to approach him a month ago. The date's at the bottom, the 5th of June, and they said he's not for sale. Bayern came a few days ago, tried to approach for Luis Diaz, but Liverpool said the same thing. He's not for sale. So we thought, okay, it has to be Rashford then. He's the only person left on this list. Williams signs a deal. Luis Diaz ain't for sale. It's surely Rashford's going Barca. And then in the last couple of hours, this is what's come out. Barcelona are now planning a new approach for Luis Diaz in the next days or weeks after Nico deal off. Liverpool already closed doors to both Barca and Bayern Munich. They told both of them he's not for sale. So they know it's not an easy one. Unless they go there with some hefty money or something, then I don't know how it's going to work. Marcus Rashford also remains still keen on Barca move. So they got Rashi on the list, but he's like a backup. Luis Diaz is Barcelona's plan A and Marcus Rashford is plan B. Rashford is ready to take a pay cut to join Barca. He is very keen on joining. Luis Diaz signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate. So every time they're going to Liverpool to talk about this, they're just saying he's not for sale. They're not even trying to entertain it. So what? And you've already gone there and they've said he's not for sale, but you're still saying he's your plan A and that's who you want. It doesn't even make no sense. Another source, FF Polo for the Barca Times, has gone, Rashford has informed the club that he's willing to take a pay cut in order to join. He is crazy about being a Blaugrana. I think that's their little tag name. And then Lasur came out at 4:20, so not too long ago, just about an hour ago, and said, Marcus Rashford is awaiting a call from Barcelona. He has received other significant offers and can't wait long. Barca are considering a loan with an option to buy for 40 million euros. We want 40 million pounds, mate. So that's about 50 million euros. They was just about to buy Nico Williams for 58 million euros, and they're talking about buying Luis Diaz, who's their plan A, and he's going to cost about 70 million. So they're playing games there. They're not really rating Rashford. Let's be real. If they wanted Rashford, he's there. Man United want to sell him. He wants to go there. It's the cheapest out of the three. They just said, we'll get you on loan. So much loan talks. Even that, look, loan with option to buy. Why loan? You've got the money. You want to go for Luis Diaz. Barcelona, Liverpool not loan Luis Diaz. Liverpool don't do loans like that. So if you're going to Liverpool, you're going there to buy him only. You're not going to be able to loan Luis Diaz. So clearly, they're just taking the piss with us, innit? It's just like, we'll go for Rashford last. He's not priority, but we'll deal with him in the end type of thing. They don't really care, innit? That's the situation. So Luis Diaz is the plan A, even though they've already approached Liverpool and Liverpool's told them he's not for sale. They've still got in their head. So basically what's going on is they're waiting for the Jota thing to die down a bit. Obviously, Jota's just died. Rest in peace. So Liverpool's grieving at the moment. They can't go there and talk about transfers. So they're going to give it probably like a week or two, and then they'll approach Liverpool and say, listen, we want to talk about transfers with Diaz, etc. And then if they shut them off again and say he's not for sale again, they have to go for Rashford. The door's open for Rashford. He's the only player left. So, yeah, man, that's what's going on with Rashford and Barcelona, basically. He's already been said he's not staying no more. It's come out that he's going to leave. He's basically put in a transfer request that he wants to go. It's done. So, Luis Diaz is their plan A. Fabrizio says Barcelona are planning for Luis Diaz and then Rashford. Rashford is second in command. He's not even top. They're not even rating him like that. And then Fabrizio's come out and basically said Marcus Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, Malacia, Jadon Sancho have all informed Manchester United that they wish to leave. Man United have delayed their return date until later in July to allow them to explore solutions. So they're not coming to pre-season, basically, because we're starting pre-season on Monday, the training. So we're telling them, listen, you don't all want to leave, no problem. I think we've kind of put it on them to leave, to be honest with you, but cool. You all want to leave, no problem. Go sort out your stuff and then come back in July if you still ain't found a club. So we're putting pressure on them where they're sitting out on the side. So Ruben is only going to be training with people that are going to be there for long term. None of these players are training. So he basically says Alejandro Garnacho and Man United are in agreement since mid-June about his exit this summer. Garnacho wants to leave with desire to stay in the Premier League. Man United are prepared to let him go. He won't return for training anytime soon. Like I said to you, July is the time that they can come back. Until then, go find your club, mate. Antony was never going to stay at Manchester United this upcoming season, as his desire is to explore a move. Real Betis wants to keep Antony, but his salary remains a key point to discuss. I heard he took a 30% pay cut, so I don't know what's going on with Antony. But Antony's turning down clubs to stay with Real Betis. Como came in the other day for Antony, and he said, "No, I'm prioritizing Real Betis." So I don't know what's going on with Antony. It seemed like it was the closest one to go at one stage. They had to sell Real Betis. They sold two players, Johnny Cardozo, Jesus Rodriguez. They got the money. This is what I'm saying. It's just everyone's got the money and everyone's ready, but they just don't want to come for the squad. So I don't know. But Garnacho, Aston Villa and Chelsea are meant to be interested, but I don't think anything's happening there at the moment. So Marcus Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, Malacia, and Sancho have all informed Man United that they want to leave. So that's the big news about that anyway. The freedom fighters want to be free. Then we've got more news. Man United and Everton are working on a $5 million deal to sign Wilfred Ndidi. $5 million for Wilfred Ndidi. Obviously, he's not the worst player in the world. He had his prime about, 4 years ago, he had his prime. But I think he's about 29 or something. To have him as a little backup on the bench, I wouldn't mind it, the worst. He's not the worst. But for $5 million as well, it's not too bad. But it's just like, we need players really that are coming in right now. But I don't know. $5 million ain't the worst. I wouldn't really be sad about it. It's not too bad. He's not the worst player ever, so I don't really care. You know what I mean? You lot tell me what you lot think. And then we're linked today with Fratesi. Man United have been made contact with Inter to explore a deal for David Fratesi. No official bid yet. Talks are at early stage. Inter's asking price has dropped from 50 million euros to 35 million euros. So I linked with Fratesi. I ain't seen him too much to even judge him. I don't know if he's good, bad, shit. I couldn't even tell you. I ain't seen a lot of him. But we're linked with him apparently. I don't know how good this source is. It's the same source that's been talking about Sancho a lot in Italy. So I'm guessing it's an Italian source. I don't know about it. We're linked with this goalkeeper. We've been linked with this goalkeeper a few times. I'm going to show you another article about it so you're going to know a bit more. But this is the most recent that's come out at 4 o'clock. So about an hour and a bit ago, Man United are seeking the signing of John Victor. United are willing to pay around 10 million to close an agreement with Botafogo. 10 million. So I'm guessing he's a buy-and-dare replacement if we're only paying 10 million. Do you understand? And that's from a Bola VIP BR, which is a Brazilian source. And then another source comes out and basically says, this is 3 different sources, by the way. If you look at all of these sources and their names and the journalists, they're all different. So this is all earlier. Man United have once again shown interest in signing Botafogo's goalkeeper John Victor and have renewed talks about the player. A United representative was present at Botafogo's game against Palmeiras. Man United have made an inquiry, 5.8 million. He has a release clause. So I don't know why he's saying we're willing to pay up to 10 million if he's got a release clause. But yeah, this is 4 different sources. It just keeps talking about him. And it's 4 different sources in Brazil. So something must be heating up over there. Something's cooking. So I don't know too much about him. I ain't really watched him, so I don't really know what he's about. If he's good, if he's bad. He's only 5.8 to 10 million. But that's what I said about Bayinda. When Bayinda came, I said, he's only 4 million. He's all right. The geezer's trash. So I don't know. He might be good, this geezer. And then by the time he comes in as Bayinda's replacement, he creeps his way up and then he takes Onana off the throne. Who knows? But they're seeing something in him that obviously we can't see. But we're strongly linked with this keeper because that's 4 different sources, all from Brazil, that have come out all today. Look, the date's at the bottom for you lot. It's all today. Everything is today's news. So this keeper is being linked to us by 4 different journalists, all in Brazil. There's got to be something cooking. So hopefully, I will deal with any keeper at the moment than have Bayinda and Onana. They're the worst 2 keepers I've seen. We've got the Freedom Fighter. This came out earlier. Basically, that Juventus have proposed a swap deal with Manchester United. Sancho to Juventus, Douglas Luiz to Man United. Sancho was he only wants Juventus, but now he's willing to take a pay cut. So the fact that he's willing to take a pay cut, something might be able to come from him. Because you can see, Fabrizio came out last night and said Juventus' position has not changed. They cannot cover Jadon Sancho's full salary. So if there's no change in salary expectations, it will be difficult. Do you understand? So that's the situation with Jadon Sancho. It's just him and Douglas Luiz. I think Douglas Luiz is a good player. He's a baller. He does his thing. But the only problem about this Douglas Luiz guy is this guy had a bad season and his injuries are crazy. Let me show you his injury list. Look at this. This is all from last season. 20 games missed, 100 days injured. And that's in the Italian league. Do you know how slow the Italian league is? I don't think you don't know how slow it is over there. They've got 38-year-old defenders. So I wouldn't mind taking Douglas Luiz, but I'm not. I just think it's going to be a massive risk, especially when you look at what he's doing in the Italian league, and you're going to come to the Prem, which is 100 miles per hour. People are always pressing you. Amrin, he's trying to put his style in now. His style is all about intensity. That's what Amrin's about. So, mate, I think it's going to be a bit too much for him. And you got to remember, we got Ahmad, Onana, Mazraoui, and Mbeumo, hopefully, all going to pre-season. Sorry, all going to AFCON in December. So we can't have 4 players missing and then be having another player injured. We've already got Mason Mount still in the squad, Luke Shaw. We don't know what's going to happen with them. So we got 4 players going AFCON in December. We need some players that are reliable. This geezer is breaking down in the Italian league. What's going to happen when you're back in the Prem and you're running all game for 90 minutes? That's what I'm scared about. I like Douglas Luiz. He's a baller. But, mate, 20 games missed and 100 days injured is crazy. It's crazy. Big up yourself, Lou, man. My dog. Big up yourself. So that's the situation with that. I hope Sancho goes. Obviously, it's been said today. I'll go back on it anyway. But Sancho's definitely leaving, more or less. They're all gone out there to look for clubs. Rashford, Sancho, Matheus, Garnacho. and Antony. They're basically putting a transfer request. They want to go. We're going to make it happen. So Juventus is the last team in for Sancho. He had a few teams in for him, and now this is the last team left because they don't want to drop his wage. But it's looking like he's going to take a pay cut for today. So hopefully he drops his wage. We hear that personal terms are agreed, and then it's done. Literally. Like I said, I wouldn't mind Douglas Luiz. The only thing is his injury record. That injury record, stinky, smelly. 100 days injured is crazy. That's madness. Do you understand? So that's mostly the Man United news. I'll run through it for those that missed it, but I got the Partey stuff as well. I know you lot have seen that or heard of it. He's been arrested. He's doing madnesses. Arsenal are just moving mad because the way they were still backing this guy and playing him is crazy. Do you understand? It's been going on for years. I don't know what's going on with it over there. Arteta was backing him in interviews, everything. They tried to give him a contract. And this is a good source for Arsenal news, hand of Arsenal. He gets all the drops. And he was saying the contract's close. So they was trying to give him another contract. And they had this in the background going on the whole time. When we heard what we heard about Greenwood, at least United went, you can't play again for now. Everton, Sigurdsson, they stop it on the spot. Benjamin Mendy, Man City, stop on the spot. This guy, everyone's been talking about him for about 2-3 years. Everyone knows, been talking about it. But they're still trying to give him a next contract. He played every single game. It's a bit mad still. They've dealt with it a bit crazy still. Obviously, he's been charged now. So I said, no more party for Partey. Yeah, man, I was all dancing about him, innit? When he signed, they were dancing for him. And look, this is, when we went to Man United Arsenal, this is what we were singing. Let me tell you what he was up to. I'll show you that now. Yeah. That was us in Man United Arsenal when we beat them in the Emirates FA Cup and he went to take his penalty. So we already knew what he was on and we always give him havoc. Even when we played them at Old Trafford, same thing. He doesn't get away with it.
We know what you are. We know what you are. We know what you are. Charles Partey. We know what you are.
Safe. Different. So yeah, we always corral him. He don't ever get away from United fans. Home, away, no matter where we see him, well, they're always onto him anyway. But yeah, man, this is crazy. But that's on Arsenal anyway. They just want to run things out there, run things, whatever on them. I'll spin back on the main stories. And for those that missed it, basically, Cunha's took the 10. He's took the 10 off Rashi. It's official now. Man United's made it official. They told Rashford respectfully. And because they know he wants to leave and everyone wants it to happen, he's going to leave. He said he'll leave, etc. It wasn't an issue. So, and Cunha saying he is the kind of player who wants to be a protagonist and the shoulder, the pressure of wearing the number 10. So I'm going to Old Trafford to wear the number 10 and take us back to where we need to go. That's what he wants to be. He's not on this shying away thing. Oh, I'm going to go there and just, no, I want to be the main character. He's got that syndrome in him. So that's what Ben Jacobs telling us. He respects the fact that Marcus Rashford had the shirt number, but listen, mate, if you're going to go, I need to be the main guy. Yeah, I need that number 10, brother. And yeah, they all understood and they all knew that the exit suit in all parties, so no problem. Man United will also confirm to Rashford's representatives that Cunha was going to take the shirt. Rashford and Man United is definitely over. It's finished. So all these reports that Rashford might be coming to training, he's going to train with it in intense and do his best, mate. It's over. He's not coming back. They've told him already. Him, all of them, you can come back in July. If you ain't got a club, go and find your club. So that's the situation. Rashford, he's plan B for Barcelona. Nico Williams never went through earlier. He signed a new contract. Barcelona deal off. The alternatives was Luis Diaz or Marcus Rashford. Luis Diaz got approached by Barcelona 2-3 days ago and Bayern Munich 2-3 days ago. Barcelona was on the 5th of June, so about a month ago, and they said he's not for sale. So I don't know what they're doing right now because they've been told already that he's not for sale. Rashford's the only person on that list left. And now Fabrizio's come out today and said Barcelona are planning a new approach for Luis Diaz in the next days or weeks after Nico deal off. Liverpool already closed doors to both Barca and Bayern in recent weeks. Not an easy one. They've already approached Liverpool. Liverpool said he's not for sale. They're still sitting there saying, nah, we're going to try again. We're going to try again. Bro, he's probably going to be about 75 million or something. I don't even know if Barcelona can pay that. But they're just not giving up on Luis Diaz now, even though they've told him he's not for sale. So I don't know what they're doing. But Marcus Rashford is the next guy on that list. He's willing to take a pay cut to join Barca. He's so keen. He's been twerking for them for the longest. Going on interviews. Lamine Yamal's the best. I want to play with him. Barcelona, sunny. I love it over here. He's plan B. This is reliable Barcelona journalists. They're saying he's plan B. And Marcus Rashford is awaiting a call from Barcelona. He has received other significant offers and can't wait long. Barca are considering a loan with an option to buy for 40 million. We don't want 40 million euros, bro. That's like 32 million. We want 40 million pounds. So you're already going mad with your offer anyway. You've got the money there. You tried to buy Nico Williams and he signed a new contract. They tried to buy him for 58 million. 58 million euros is 50 million pounds. So you've got 40 million pounds. Just come and buy him. This is what I'm saying. They're just moving mad. They're not really rating him over there like that. The way he's rating them, boss, that's my dream move. I really want to go. They're not really giving him the same respect because Luis Diaz is not for sale. It's been said from the 5th of June to Barcelona. They've already shut them down. And now they're sitting in and going, you know what? We're going to go back for Luis Diaz. We're just going to go back for him. That's our top choice. Luis Diaz is the plan A. Marcus Rashford, how can he be plan A when you've already been turfed? It's like Mbumo. Mbumo's come out and said, I only want Man United or I'm not leaving Brentford. It's like Tottenham going, nah, we're going to go in for him again now. He's already told you he's not leaving. Liverpool said he's not for sale. And even he's saying it. Liverpool already closed the doors to both Barca and Bayern in the recent weeks. Not an easy one. And obviously, because of what just happened with Jota, rest in peace of Jota, they can't go in there right now. So they might have to wait a week or two, let things die down a bit, and then go for the arcs about Luis Diaz. So they might have to wait a little bit. But bro, you've got Rashford right there. 40 million. He's the cheapest out of all three of them. Nico Williams was 50 million. Luis Diaz is probably going to be about 70, 65. Easy. Rashford is 40 million. He's waiting for you. He's twerking. I'll take a pay cut to join. Luis Diaz signing is complicated. Let me show you what everyone's saying about Luis Diaz, yeah? All of them one by one, yeah? Ornstein obviously tells you on the 5th of June, Liverpool rebuffed Barcelona's approach to discuss signing Luis Diaz. Barcelona made contact yesterday, but Liverpool's clear not for sale. Liverpool is clear not for sale. That's on the 5th of June, yeah? And then obviously they came, but Bayern came about 3 days ago and they told them the same thing. He's not for sale. We don't want to hear a price, nothing. Fabrizio, look at what he says. Barcelona are planning a new approach for Luis Diaz in the next few days or weeks. Liverpool have already closed the door on both Barca and Bayern in recent weeks. Both of them. He's not for sale. So Annie says it, not an easy one. So Fabrizio and David Ornstein are both reported this geezer's not for sale, basically. Then you've got Mundo Deportivo, who is a very good journalist for Spanish news. He does a lot of Barcelona, he does a lot of Real Madrid news, etc. And he says Luis Diaz is Barcelona's plan A and Marcus Rashford is plan B. Rashford is ready to take a pay cut to join. He's very keen to join. Luis Diaz signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate. So what are you lot doing? I don't understand. Liverpool don't want to negotiate. They're telling you that he's not for sale. We don't want to sell him, but he's still your priority. That doesn't even make no sense. Just turn around, go for Rashford tomorrow, and just call it a day. Like, you're playing games here. It doesn't make no sense, bro. Rashford has informed the club that he's willing to take a pay cut in order to join. That's from another source, FF Polo. And then La_Sir has come out and said, listen, Rashford is waiting for the call from Barca. This geezer's twerking for them. And they don't even want him. They're twerking for a player that they can't even get. The club has said, you can't come in here. He's not coming out. They've gone to the door to get someone and he's saying he's not coming out. Luis Diaz cannot leave. And they're still twerking for him. And Rashi's sitting there just, I really want to go with this, my dream move. And they're not even rating him like that. It's crazy. This is what I'm trying to say about the situation. It's like they don't really want Rashi, but last resort will have to take him. So they're trying to go over the odds and even go and sign someone that's not even for sale just to avoid signing Rashi. Because if it was the other way around and we said Rashi's not for sale and Luis Diaz was for sale, they would have snapped him up straight away. Yes, we'll take him because that's who they want. So you've got the money now, but you're talking about loans. Every time it's coming about Man United, loan. We'll give them loan. But you're going to talk to Luis Diaz, and that's going to be money. Liverpool don't loan players. Do you know what I'm saying? Nico Williams with 58 million release clause. You wanted to buy him. You've got the money. Man, Lutata, my dog. You're right, yeah? So, yeah, man, that's the situation with Rashford anyway. He's twerking for Barca. Barca don't really care about him. It's crazy. The freedom fighters, they all got to leave. Literally, they all wish to leave. They've said it themselves. Marcus Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, Tyrone Malacia, and Jadon Sancho have all informed Manchester United they wish to leave. So they're all leaving. I think we all want them to go anyway. I think they was already told, you lot have got to leave. And now it's just like they're putting it out there in the press a nice way. Like they want to leave. But I think that you get what I'm saying? Man United have delayed their return date until later in July to allow them time to explore solutions. So basically, there's no point you lot training with us for pre-season because you're not going to be here by the time we go in pre-season. That's exactly what they're saying. So go and find your club right now, sit out for a month, get bored, and know. And remember, World Cup is next year. So he's putting pressure on them and their agents to go out there and go crazy. Because if Antony don't get a move, you play for Brazil, you're not going to play. Sancho, Rashford went to Aston Villa. As soon as it finished, he said, yeah, I'm trying to go to Barca now. So, yeah, bruv. This is the situation. They've got to go out there and get their move. Garnacho saying he wants to stay in the Premier League. He's had an agreement since mid-June about his exit with Man United. Garnacho wants to leave, but he wants to stay in the Prem. Man United are prepared to let him go. He won't return for training anytime soon. Aston Villa want Garnacho, Chelsea, but they're saying the price is too much. It's like 60 million. So that's the situation with Garnacho. Leverkusen wanted him, Ten Hag. He asked for some serious wages, some crazy wages that he's never going to get from no one. Antony was never going to stay at Man United this season. His desire is to explore a move. Real Betis want to keep Antony, but his salary remains a key point to discuss. I heard he took a 30% wage cut, so I don't know what's going on. But listen, they're all going. The freedom fighters are fighting for freedom. They've all put their transfer requests in. They want to leave. I think we've told them you got to leave, and we're just putting it out there nicely for them because Amrin doesn't want none of them. So let's just be real, So I think that's the situation. But yeah, it's going to be. Malacia, I ain't seen him linked with anyone. I don't think he's going to go. All the four of them, I think they could go. Garnacho, we might have to take a little loss, maybe a 40 million or something. But Antony, Real Betis will probably get him in the end. Rashford, I don't know what Barca's doing. Like I just showed you lot, Barca's prioritizing Luis Diaz. And Luis Diaz is not even for sale. So they're just going crazy over there. When they wake up, maybe they'll think. Maybe after they wake up, then think, we'll know. But that's the situation with the freedom fighters. They're all free. They're all looking like they're going to leave. They're not coming on pre-season. They're not training. You're not going to see none of them on Monday. That's the situation with them. And then we got this. We got Man United and Everton are working on a 5 million deal to sign Wilfred Ndidi. I don't really rate Ndidi. He had his best years 3-4 years ago, but I wouldn't mind him. For 5 million, just have him on the bench is not the worst thing. But it's like right now, what we've been doing recently is getting players that go straight into the 11. So the players that are in the 11 go on the bench. He goes straight to the bench. He doesn't take no one out of the team. That's why it's like, but for 5 million, he's got Premier League experience. He works kind of hard out of possession. So I would take him in it, but it's not nothing that anyone's going to get excited about. So that's the situation from Ben Jacobs, who's been very reliable this transfer window. Tell me what you lot think about Ndidi. I just think, 5 million, you can't really go too wrong. And it's not like you're signing him and he's washed and he plays for like a mad team. He's in the Prem. He's just finished, obviously got relegated, but he's got experience. He's not at his best years though. Then we got this link about Man United have made contact with Inter to explore a deal for David Fertesi. No official bid yet. Talks are at an early stage. Inter's asking price has dropped from 50 million euros to 35 million euros. Tutto Mercato Web. This is the same journalist that keeps talking about Sancho. So he's an Italian journalist. I don't know about Fertesi. I don't know if he's all that. I've seen people dissing him, saying he's shit. So I don't know. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is just talk. It just came out. So I don't really know too much about him. If anyone knows about him, let me know. But I don't really know too much about Frattesi. Then we got these links about this keeper, John Victor, and we are heavily linked with him. I'm going to show you that in a minute how linked we are with him. And this came out at 4 o'clock, so just about an hour and a half ago. It says Man United are seeking the signing of John Victor. United are willing to pay around 10 million to close the fee. So that was at 4 o'clock today. So that's come out. But before that, all earlier, look at that, 10:29 in the morning, 10:38, 10 o'clock. Man United have once again shown interest in signing Botafogo goalkeeper John Victor. He has renewed talks about the player. United representation was at the game against Palmeiras. Man United have made an inquiry to sign John Victor, confirmed by the goalkeeper's entourage. So basically, the goalkeeper's agents now are coming out and saying this. United should formalise an offer of the proposal. John has a release clause of 5.8 million. And then it just says it again here by Sport Witness. So let me show you something. This is from 4 different sources, yeah? We've got Bola VIP BR, which is for Brazil, yeah? Then we've got Andre Hernan. Then we've got Goal BR for Fernandez. And then we've got Sport Witness. So that's 4 different sources, all in the same day, saying the same thing in different times. Like this John Victor guy we want to sign him. Obviously, I don't think this guy's going to replace Onana. I think he's probably going to replace Bayinda, because Bayinda we bought Bayinda for about 4 million. We'll probably sell him for about 2-3 million. Get rid of him, replace him with him. I don't know how good he is or bad. I ain't seen this geezer to give you who he is. He might be good. He might be able to take Onana's spot. Who knows? But I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Bayinda is probably in the works for him to leave, and then they'll replace him with John Victor. And then from then, he can either become the number 1 or he could just be a solid backup. So, yeah, but it's looking very, very promising, because you don't have 4 sources that don't know each other from Brazil coming out here and speaking on the same day. Literally, you might have one like there and there or something, but on the same day, it's when something's cooking up. So we'll see if anything happens. He's only meant to be 5.8 million. Apparently, we're willing to pay all the way up to 10 million for him to close an agreement with Botafogo. Obviously, they're out of the Club World Cup now, so we can't really watch them. You can go on YouTube and obviously see some highlights, but everyone looks good on YouTube. You know what I mean? I like to watch a whole game and watch someone, just focus on them. But yeah, so that's the situation with the keeper. We'll see what happens with this. If there's any other news, I'll keep you updated with him. But it seems like we're onto him. Obviously, we got this. This came out earlier about Core Sport. That's an Italian journalist, and he basically just said Juventus have proposed a swap deal for Douglas Luiz to go to Man United, and they want to take Sancho. Sancho only wants Juventus because Juventus is the only club that's in for him. But he's on taking a pay cut, which is very promising, because he didn't want to take no wage cuts for no one. Man United want 30 million euros for Sancho and are also open to a swap deal. I've told you that 100 times about Douglas Luiz. The only thing I got a problem, I like him as a player. He's a baller. He done well in Aston Villa. The only issue I've got with his keys, and I show you all the time, is his injury record. This is all this year. He's missed 100 days of being injured. He's missed 20 games. And this is all in the Italian league, which is one of the slowest leagues in the world. You've got 35, 36, 37-year-old defenders. And he's getting injured like this. When he comes to the Prem and we're running every single minute, we're pressing or we're running back to goal, what's going to happen then? If you're going like that in 1 year, what's going to happen? He might end up being a Mason Mount, a Luke Shaw. So if this is happening to you in the Italian league, I'm scared of what could happen to you in the Prem. And that's just not only for Man United. If you come to us, any team, unless you're playing for a team that's just defending all game and you don't really have to run a lot, mate, I don't know what's going to happen to him if he comes to the Prem, and it's very intense. Obviously, when he was at the Prem before, he wasn't getting injured like that, but it could be a thing where he's just going through it now and his body's just broken. Who knows? So that's the situation with him. I spoke about Partey. He's gone mad. The party's over. Party next door is over. Game on, my brother. Yeah, he's got 5 charges. It's peak. He's been charged 2 counts of rape. And then he's got 3 counts of rape with another woman. Then he's got an essay on a 3rd woman. Like, that's just mad. And this has been going on since 2021. We've all known about it. Everyone's been talking about it. But they've still been playing him. And Hand of Arsenal is the most reliable Arsenal guy right now. And he says, my understanding, they were heading in a very positive direction in reports for the contract. Remember, they was trying to sign him, give him another contract. So even with all of this going on, they were still trying to give him another contract. And then when I was told he was leaving, I made consistent checks, and then it finally reported he was leaving. Today, look, makes a lot of sense. So he had no idea. Look, it was going in a positive direction. I reported as such. Then there was a turn, and I had no idea why. So it's crazy, bro. Like they were literally gonna. Looks like they were basically gonna go and give him a deal, and they just turned around one day. So maybe the police made contact with them and said, "Yo, we're gonna charge him," or he maybe told them himself, "Listen, they're talking about charging me or whatever." I don't know, but clearly it's peak. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the situation with him. Obviously, this is us when we went to Arsenal, and we see Man United fans. Yeah, they don't let a player off. They don't let you slide. So when we went to Arsenal and we beat them in the FA Cup, this was it here. Yeah, we was onto him. We weren't letting him go. So yeah, we was onto him. We was on him. And every time I see him play against United, they're always booing him as well. Like United fans are not letting you get away with nothing. And you got to remember as well, City had Benjamin Mendy. As soon as they heard the allegations, you can't play it. Sigurdsson for Everton, allegations, can't play. United, Greenwood, straight away. It don't matter if you get cleared. It's a big allegation, you can't play. But this guy's been going for it since 2021. Every fan base talks about it. Every time he's on the pitch, they're dissing him. As you just saw just now, that's normal. Man United are always onto him. Every single game I've watched, they're on him. So this is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how they just let him carry on playing. It's madness. So that's a bit of a mass handling from the Sun, from their club still. That's manhandled very wrong, but that's on them anyway. Like and subscribe. Big up yourself, game. I love for that, man. Get these wastemans out my fucking club. What's that? The Freedom Fighters. Rashford is a shit, such overrated player. Yeah, I reckon he'll kill it. I reckon he'll do good abroad though. If he goes abroad, he will do good. That's one thing about Rashford. That's one thing about all of them. Garnacho, Antony, Rashford, Højlund. They're proper counter-attack players. And them leagues, they've got so much space. Every time you watch any of these leagues, for some reason, they've just got loads of space. I don't know why. So I feel like they will go there and kill it. The same way Antony just went to Betis and went mad over there. I reckon Garnacho, Højlund, all of them would kill it. They'll all go over there and do their thing. So I think Rashford will go there and do good. If he goes to Barca with Lamine Yamal and Rafinha and they're all doing the counter-attack thing, it's crazy. They'll do good. 100%, man. And you got even if he goes to Bayern, remember Bayern have Fink. They've let go of Leroy Sané for free. He's gone to Galatasaray. So if he goes to Bayern as well, you'll have a little clean run. You got Kane there. Yeah, man. Rashford's not a bad player, but he just plays. When he plays for Man United, he plays as if he's doing us a favor. It's like he's just tired of United now. It's too much burden for him. Do you understand? So that's the situation with Rashi, man. Let me get into a few of these more. Metch, pull up Ndidi stats. Yeah, 1 second, bro. I got you. Ndidi stats and injury record. I know he ain't got goals like that. Let me go on his injury record. Because I know he's not scoring goals like that. He ain't got no stats like that. Let me get these things up now. But Ndidi for 5 million, I think that's not bad. 100% it's not bad. But let me get these stats up. Let's see it now. Look. Bam. Okay, hold on. It's acting up in our game. I don't know why it's doing that. It's acting up. I tried to get the stats up for you. It's acting up. 30 people watching. We only got 15 likes. You lot get the likes up, man. We're doing this every day for you lot, man. All the United news. We're not coming here for no reason and doing this for you lot. Come on, man. We all love United, man. Let's build each other up. Get the likes up. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, man. Every day, man's out here doing this for you lot. Yeah, it's not coming up for you, but I'll get it for you. Don't worry, gamer. I'll get it for you. But yeah, MDD, listen, I'll take him for £5 million. I'll take him and put him on the bench. Do you understand? Like, it's just like, it's not the worst. You can do worse. Injury record. Yeah, I'll definitely take him. 28 as well. It's not 29, it's 28. 7.14 is very defensive. Aerial duels, he wins it. So for headers, etc. Yeah. Career. Indeed, the injury. I don't know why it weren't working though. Why was it not working? Let me share screen. Let me try share screen. It's got to come to me. There we go. Can you see that, yeah? There it is there. Look, bam. I don't know if it's too small though. Can you see it? Let me go more into it. Try to zoom in on the page. This thing's moving mad. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I've tried to nice you get this thing up and it's just gone mental. Literally gone mad on my thing. Hey, man tried to kill the whole thing. For my man stats. United, I want Osimhen and Bremo, Emi Martinez. Listen, this guy wants this every day. Every day he wants something mad. Yeah, but my man's injuries is not bad anyway. I'll just let you know. It's not really the worst, though. I can't lie. It's not that bad. You understand? He's got a hamstring injury last season. He missed 11 games. He had an unknown injury the season before that. He missed a few games. It's not the worst. It's not what we're looking at with Douglas Luiz. And he's just 1 year gone mad. Like, it's not nothing like that. So when Didi for 5 million, I'll take him. I'll be real. For 5 million, just sit on the bench. When we need you to be defensive, just come true. Fatezi, I don't know nothing about this geezer. Does anybody know anything about Fatezi? I've seen him 1-2 times, and he's just like a passenger. He's never like stood out to me like this youth's a baller or whatever. So I don't know, mate. I don't know how true this link is. Tuto, Mercato, Web. This geezer's from Italian source. I don't know. And then we got and like I said, we got Victor. Victor, this youth was so linked with him that I think there's something in the works, but I just couldn't tell you what. But there's no way you're gonna have 4 journalists from all the same country coming up with the same stuff, and there's nothing going on. This is what I'm trying to say. There's something going on. Not necessarily like we're gonna buy him, but there's got to be something going on for you to have 4 different journalists talking about you in one day. And I've been doing this thing here, what I'm doing now, for a few weeks now, that I understand. When it's like that, there's always something. You'll hear something later. Oh yeah, Man United made contact, or you get it. There's always something, but there's no way we can be this linked to this guy. 4 different journalists. Sometimes there'll be a 1 journalist caught offside or team talk or something shit. You can't have 4 different journalists in Brazil all come out and say the same thing. Sport Witness ain't even in Brazil. They're not even in Brazil. So yeah, man, it's crazy. So Man United are really interested in this keeper. Hopefully it comes true and we just sell Bayinda. Because to have at least one of them keepers gone and some hope of another one is better than nothing. Because right now, just Bayinda is terrible. Bayinda and Onana, that is terrible. Like, I'd rather Tom Heaton come in. I'd rather you not put in Tom Heaton and we try him out. What's going on, Stefan? Hope you're good over there, bro. Yeah, man. So that's the situation, man. Why is it still? What's going on? Yeah, so that's the situation with that. This geezer, I hope we get him, man. And we just sell Bayinda, and if we can give this geezer a try, hopefully he can knock off Onana off the Porsche. He's better than him. Where we can say, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But if not, it is where it is, isn't it? We're going to have to just run with it. So that's the situation. I showed you about the freedom fighters. They're all going. Antony, Sancho, Nacho, Rashford, they're all going. Rashford wants to go Barca. Barca are making him plan B, even though Luis Diaz ain't for sale. It's been said by so much journalists, Luis Diaz is not for sale. Bayern Munich went there, Luis Diaz is not for sale. Barca went there, Luis Diaz is not for sale. Fabrizio still coming out and saying Barcelona are still planning to go for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is the plan A, Marcus Rashford is plan B. This geezer is not for sale. Why is he plan A? You've gone there, they've told you he's not for sale, but you're still saying he's plan A. This is crazy. I don't understand what's going on with Barca. Luis Diaz's signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate, but he's plan A. Just go for Rashford. He's cheaper. He's there. Rashford is ready to take a pay cut to join Barca. He's very keen. What's the long thing? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. No one wants to give us money, bruv. Antony, they were waiting for money for Antony. Let's sell 2 players and we'll go for Antony. We sold Cardoso. They sold Jesus, Rodriguez. Now they're talking about loans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like every single team, Højlund, they're talking about loans. Inter, Juventus are saying they can't pay Sancho's wage. They might be able to do it with a loan if we share the wage. Bruv, why us? Why can't we just make a sell like a normal team? It's crazy, bruv. You look at Chelsea or something. They're just selling players left, right, and centre. Rashi's plan B, mate. I don't know what's going to happen, if he's going to get his dream move or not. But they want Diaz, and Diaz is not even for sale. That's just mad. It's crazy, isn't it? So that's the situation. When that Cunha takes the 10, he said, I want to respectfully put Old Trafford on my back. Yeah, I'm that guy. He's got main character syndrome. He's saying, Matheus Cunha requested the number 10 shirt. He's the kind of player who wants to be a protagonist and shoulder the pressure of wearing the number. So you know what he's on. I want to go there and show you why I should be here, why I'm wearing the 10. I'm the main man. And Rashford obviously knows that he's going, understands. They're all going to make it leave. So what's the point? Take the number. It is what it is. And then Fabrizio basically said, listen, it's confirmed that Rashford was told about this already. And it's definitely over between United and Rashford. Rashford dreams of Barcelona move as priority for his future. So he's dying for Barcelona. Barcelona are dying for Luis Diaz, even though Luis Diaz ain't even for sale. It's just all over the place right now. Do you understand? Like, no one knows what's going to happen. But Rashi's plan B, but he's making them plan A. So he's just sitting around. So I feel like when this, obviously we got to wait a few weeks as well because Jota's funeral and all of that. So they can't even approach Liverpool right now because everyone's grieving. It's going to be disrespectful. Imagine they go to Liverpool, can we buy Luis Diaz the day after Jota's died? It's going to be disrespectful. So they're not going to probably move for another 2 weeks or something. Let the dust settle, and then by the time they go there, they're going to get told the same thing that they told before. David Ornstein put, he's not for sale. Do you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what's going to happen. They're just going to be told he's not for sale. And then they're probably going to go for Rashford. Or they might even take the piss and go and get someone completely different that's not even on the list. Imagine that. Because it seems like they're not even prioritizing Rashford. They don't even care about him. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We do this every day for you lot, man. Make sure you like, hit the like button, man. That's all man's asking for. Hit the like button and subscribe, bro. Man's out here every day giving you lot all the United news. Yeah. Morning, evening, and night. So make sure you just subscribe. Lost your shirt, you've lost your place, but his ego will say otherwise. Mate, he wants to go to Barca, and Barca do not want him. They wanted Nico Williams. Nico Williams woke up today and signed a new agreement with Athletic Club. So that was a blow for Barca. Look at the bottom one now. Barca Universal. On the 1st of July, they said both Bayern and Barca have 3 names on their radar. Nico Williams, Marcus Rashford, and Luis Diaz. That was on the 1st. Obviously, today, Nico Williams has left that list. And then on the top, it says, as soon as that came out, that Nico Williams is gone, they said, listen, Barcelona's alternatives to Nico Williams are Marcus Rashford and Luis Diaz. That's the two. But let's remember something. On the 5th of June, they went to Liverpool to ask about Luis Diaz. Liverpool said, he's not for sale. Bayern Munich came 3 days ago, went to Liverpool, we want Luis Diaz. Guess what Liverpool said, people? He's not for sale. So why the fuck is Barcelona still planning to go back for Luis Diaz when they've already been told he's not for sale? So this is what I'm trying to say, that they don't rate Rashford so much that they're chasing someone that has been told a few times now he's not for sale. Look at Fabrizio's words. Barcelona are planning a new approach for Luis Diaz. Liverpool already closed the doors to both Barca and Bayern in recent weeks. Not an easy one. Why? Because they told both of them he's not for sale. Look at Mundo Deportivo. Luis Diaz is plan A. Marcus Rashford is plan B. Rashford is ready to take a pay cut to join Barca. He's very keen on joining. Luis Diaz's signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate. The geezer is not for sale. So how the fuck is Barca still sitting here and going, nah, we need Luis Diaz? But you've been told about 50 times he's not for sale. That's what I'm trying to say. How can they rate Rashford that much if they're chasing the shadow that doesn't want them? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, come on, bro, man. It's crazy, bro. Stefan Lunian. I wouldn't want to deal with Barca again. Oh my God. They're asking for loans. They're blatantly got the money. This is why they're taking the piss out of us. Look at this. Look. Let me show you something. 58 million euros is what a release clause for Nico Williams was. That's 50 million pounds. You've got 50 million pounds. Luis Diaz, you approached that on the 5th of June, a month ago. Luis Diaz is going to be about 60 to 70 million. Easy. Probably 65 minimum. So let's just go off. Look, we'll be nice. Let's just say Luis Diaz is 50 million, which is never going to happen, by the way. But let's just say he's 50 million. Nico Williams is 50 million. Rashford's the last person on this list. Why the hell is he? He's 40 million. Why the hell are you talking about loans, please? Look at the last document on this. This is the last thing that came out before I came on stream. And the date is at the bottom. It says 4/21 on the 4th, yeah? It says, Marcus Rashford is awaiting a call from Barcelona. He has received other significant offers and can't wait long. Barca are considering a loan with option to buy. 40 million euros. That's 32 million pounds. So you see now they're taking the piss out of us. Like, bro, come on, man. They're taking the piss. You've got the money there, the 40 million pounds that we won, because you was going to pay Nico Williams 50. And let's just say you was going to pay Luis Diaz 50. You've got the money. They don't want Rashford. They're taking the piss. So they're trying to chase any shadow they can chase, but to buy Rashford. If they wanted Rashford, they would have bought him already. Like, they don't want him, man. Mate, do you think we get another bid tonight? And how much do you think we might bid? I think we're going to bid 60 plus 5, you know. Or we'll bid like 62 plus like 5 or 7 or something. But I don't think he'll get to 70. He'll be like just under or something. So I think we'll bid. But I don't think it'll be tonight, though. I don't know. I keep seeing little things. But you see Mbumo. That's why you ain't seeing the Mbumo update today. I can't be bothered. I'm so tired of it. I've had people that are reliable come and say it's done. I've had people that broke the news, say there's a medical next week. Bruv, I'm so tired of the Mbumo. I'm not even putting it in the segments no more, because every day someone will say something like, it's getting close. It's getting closer. It's advancing. Man United are optimistic. Optimism. Bruv, I'm tired. I just want to see, here we go, or David Ornstein, it's been accepted, or I can't be bothered no more. I've had people come and say it's done, that are reliable. Ben Jacobs broke the whole bid. He broke the bid, Ben Jacobs. He said, yep, they've made a second bid, whatever, 62.5. He broke the bid, said there's a medical next week. This is the week. There's still no medical. The guy that broke the bid said there's a medical next week. There's no medical. So I don't know who to believe anymore, bro. I can't be bothered to keep even getting into it. So I'm not even putting them Wemo stuff in there no more until it's reliable, where it's proper close and Brentford's gonna accept. And bruv, I just can't be bothered no more, man. It's just it's jarring now. I wouldn't want to deal with Barca again. You said that Justin, Sancho and Juventus are getting close to an agreement. The transfer one, I don't really know about that source, but hopefully it's true, boy. This was the last we heard about Sancho. It was I'll go backwards because of the dates. So yesterday night, Fabrizio came out and said Juventus' position has not changed. They cannot cover Jadon Sancho's full salary. So if there's no change in salary expectations, it'll be difficult. Today, it's come out, Juventus have proposed a swap to Manchester United. Sancho to Juventus and Douglas Luiz to Manchester United. Sancho has only Juventus in his mind and is willing to take a pay cut. Man United want 30 million for Sancho and are open to the swap deal. So, because he's taking the pay cut, maybe it's helped. So maybe this is true. I hope it's true, bro. I hope it's true. And if that's true, you know I'm coming on later with agreement. That's my thumbnail. Yeah, I hope it's true. Because, bruv, listen, we need to get rid of these guys as soon as possible. Pre-season starts on Monday. We can't be signing no one until these guys go. All these freedom fighters. They've all said they want to leave. We want them to leave. They need to just kick on now. Do you understand? And Sancho was moving mad. He wasn't dropping his wage. Like Fabrizio said last night, it'll be difficult if he don't change his wage. And then he'll come out today from Core Sport that he's going to drop his wage. So that would make sense if he dropped his wage and then now they're looking at an agreement. Because remember, as soon as they get an agreement, in personal terms, it's over. You know that, innit? Sooner they get an agreement on personal terms, it's done. Because we've already said we want 25 mil. Whoever wants to come, just bring your 25 mil and that's it. We ain't got time to negotiate nothing. So everyone's already said the 25 mil is cool. Napoli said it was cool. Chelsea said it was cool. Fenerbahce said it was cool. But the wages kept messing everything up in the end. So if he agrees wage with a team now, pattern, he's gone. Freedom fighters out of here. So that's the situation with the freedom fighter. Hopefully this is true. I don't really know the transfer one, but I hope it's true, bro. And yeah, love for putting that in game. I appreciate that, bro. Transfers, always smoke and mirrors, cloak and dagger kind of stuff. We really need to show strength in this window regardless of our players. Yeah, exactly, man. We can't just go and sell everyone for the low just to get rid of them, bro. We've put them in a position now that you're not playing preseason. Garnacho, you want to go in the World Cup, right? You're Ronaldo on your head, right? So you want to go to the World Cup and be that guy. Go and get your club then. You said you want a Premier League club. You've limited yourself. Go and find your club. Make your agent find your club. We want 60 million. Someone can come and negotiate, but we want 60 million. That's how we're moving a bit ruthless now. Rashford, go find your club. So these players are not playing we could have just had them in training them with us. And then we're seeing them in pre-season and then they get reunited in and then it's just like, bro, they're saying, yo, you look, go and find your own clubs and we don't want no loans for you. We only want the money. So unless a team's going to wait all the way to the 11th hour, which is like August the 29th, 28th, and then try to get a loan then, bruv, the season's already started. So Rashford, Garnacho, Antony, they're not going to want to be sitting there. The first 3 games already started of the season. It's not convincing that they're going to move. It's a sticky time to be somewhere. With the World Cup next year, you need to get somewhere ASAP. Get pre-season in and all of these things. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. If we get to swap, it also takes his wages off the... This is what I'm trying to say to you. I've told you, lot. If we could let Sancho go for free, I think we would let him go for free. See you later, Sancho. It's not about Sancho. It's not about his money that we want, the 25 mil. It's the wages. He's meant to be on 300k, but I think it got dropped a little bit because of the Champions League. We missed out on it. So it might be 275 or something. Even if it's 250, let's say. He's on $1 million a month. These people are cutting people that have been in the club forever over tickets and stuff like that. People that work in the club. $1 million a month for a guy that doesn't want to be here, doesn't fit the system, is crazy. Think about it. So they need to get rid of that mil they're spending on them every month. They don't care about the 25 mil. They'll take it. Oh, yeah, thanks. But if they could get rid of him for 5 mil, 10 mil, and just get rid of the wages, it's a big deal. The big deal is the wages. It's not really thing. That's why Højlund, we don't want to let Højlund go alone because Højlund, his wages are nothing. We want the money for Højlund. We need the money. Whatever they're going to give us, a 30 mil, we'll take that money. because we spent 72. We messed out. But his wages, we don't need to go loan him out or nothing, because what are we going to pay, 25k each or something? That's nothing to these geezers. So that's the situation. So hopefully, yeah, if we get the swap deal, it would be all right. But like I said, Douglas Luiz's injury record is smelly, man. That's the only thing that just puts me off. And that's in the Italian league. You can't be breaking down like that in the Italian league, man. What's going to happen when you come to the Prem, bro? Just think about it. It's crazy, bro. It's madness. So, yeah, man, that's the situation with these guys. Hopefully, we'll have more news later, brother, and we'll see someone's gone over. Here we go, bruv. This Mbeumo stuff is just dragging, bro. I swear to you. It's been going on for too long. But let me summarize it all. Obviously, we had Partey, this geezer, safe. He's going to rub himself out. I don't know why Arsenal were playing him for so long. Man United were always rubbing him out every time.
We know what you are. We know what you are. We know what you are. Thomas Partey. We know what you are.
And I think they missed the penalty after that as well. Literally after that, I think, was it Havertz that missed? And then we won. Xerxes scored after.
We know what you are. We know what you are. We know what you are. Thomas Partey. We know what you are.
So yeah, that's Thomas Partey anyway. And then we got this Sancho swap deal. We're seeing what's going to happen with that. Fabrizio said it's going to be difficult. Obviously, he's come out today. He's willing to take a pay cut. And Gamer, love for that. He put in the chat that basically his agreement's close from transfer one. I ain't seen it. I'll have a look. Last situation with Sancho. Then we've got this keeper. We're linked with him by 4 different journalists. All today. The dates at the bottom and the time. All today we've been linked with this goalkeeper by 4 different journalists. 3 of them are in Brazil, and Sport Witness, I don't know where they're from, but they're from somewhere local. They're always talking about Gyökeres and that, so I don't know. But yeah, 4 different journalists have linked us to John Victor today. He's meant to be 5.8 million. I think he's going to be a buy-in day replacement, but I don't know. But what I've realized about this thing, because I do this reporting thing now, is when you get 4 different journalists reporting about the same thing in the same day, there's always something going on in the background. And then maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow or the next day, someone else that's more reliable will come and say, da-da-da-da-da. So that might be the case with him. It might just be in Brazil right now. It's heating up. Scouts are talking about it, da-da-da-da-da. But then in a few days or tomorrow, another Ben Jacobs or someone in England, it hits them and they say, yeah, Man United are interested in John Victor. So I wouldn't sleep on this situation, but from time it's heating up like that. And if it is true, that looks good that one of these keepers are going. I think he'll be buying there, because buying there only costs us about 3-4 million. He's meant to only cost us about 5.8 million. So yeah, that's the situation with him. Like I said, there was 4 different journalists. This is the 4th one. Bowler VIP from Brazil. Same thing. He's saying that we're willing to pay up to 10 million for him. So I don't know how good this keeper is. And then we're linked with Fatazzi from Inter Milan. It was meant to be 50 million. Now it's 35 million. I don't know if this is true, but like I said, I see this journalist come up a lot in the Sancho talks. So he's an Italian journalist. And then we're linked with Wilfred and Didi. Us and Everton are working in a deal for 5 million. I think he suits Everton. He will play over there. He would actually start for Everton. For us, it's just like sit on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like chill type of thing. Like last resort will put you on a, I don't know, Carabao Cup or something. But yeah, that's the situation with Ndidi. I'll take him for 5 million, but it wouldn't be ideal. Like no one would care. And then we've got the Freedom Fighters. They're all ready to go. Marcus Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, Malacia, and Sancho have all informed Man United they wish to leave. Man United have delayed their return date until later in July to allow them to explore solutions further. I don't think they've came out, all 5 of them, and said they want to leave. I think, especially Sancho and Garnacho, I think we've just ushered them out. Said, yo, you don't have to leave, but we're going to put it in the press to suit you lot. So don't worry that you don't want to leave. So it looks a bit better that it's your own choice. But I think we put it on them. You're not coming pre-season. Go find a new club. You're leaving. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened. Rashford, obviously, this is what's happened with him. Nico Williams has come out today and said he signed a new deal. If you look at the bottom, you go from the Nico Williams and look at the bottom. This was the list on the 1st of July. It said, listen, both Bayern and Barca have the same 3 players on their radar. Nico Williams, Rashford, or Luis Diaz. So that was on the 1st of July. Nico Williams has woke up today and said, nope, I'm signing a new contract. And then the top one is come out today straight after that. And he says, Barcelona's alternatives to Nico Williams are Marcus Rashford and Luis Diaz. Ornstein, a month ago on the 5th of June, blatantly came out and said, Barcelona have approached Liverpool to sign Diaz and it got rebuffed because they're saying he's not for sale. And then all the reports after that are, mate, Barcelona are planning a new approach for Luis Diaz now, but Liverpool have already closed the door to both Barcelona and Bayern Munich in recent weeks. They told Bayern Munich a few days ago as well that he's not for sale. So it's not just like they're against Barca. They're telling everyone that come for Luis Diaz, this geezer's not for sale. So Marcus Rashford also remains keen. So Marcus Rashford's on the list. Luis Diaz on the list. Luis Diaz ain't for sale. You saw it from Ornstein. You've seen it now from Fabrizio that the door was already closed and it's not going to be an easy deal because he's basically not for sale. And then you've got Mundo Deportivo, who's very reliable for Spanish news. I see him a lot about Real Madrid, Athletic, whatever. And he says Luis Diaz is Barcelona's plan A and Rashford is plan B. Rashford is ready to take a pay cut to join Barca. He's very keen on joining. Luis Diaz signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate. Why? Because he's not for sale. So they've been told that he's not for sale, but they're still saying that's the plan A. So this is my point. I'm saying they don't really rate Rashford. They can't rate him. He's the cheapest out of the three. Luis Diaz will be about 60, 70 million. Nico Williams was 58 million. That was his release clause. As you can see here, the agreement includes new release clause compared to the 58 million previous one. So he was 58 million. That's 50 million pounds. Yeah, 50 million pounds. We want 40 million pounds. So he's the cheapest out of the three. He's 40 million pounds. He's ready to take a pay cut. He can leave right this second. We want him to go. He wants to go. And they're saying he's plan B. And then you've got Luis Diaz, who Liverpool have already said he's not for sale. They've closed the door to both Barca and Bayern in recent weeks. It's not an easy one. Luis Diaz's signing is complicated because Liverpool do not want to negotiate. And then you had Ornstein come out on the 5th of June and say Liverpool rebuffed Barcelona's approach to sign Diaz because he's not for sale. But they're still saying he's the plan A. So I don't understand where their mind's at. They've literally lost the plot, Barcelona. You've already been rejected. He's not for sale. And they've woken up, said, all right, Nico Williams has rejected us. We're going back for Diaz. When they've already told you he's not for sale. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. But Rashford is clearly not rated. Because if they rated him, the deal is there to be done. He's the cheapest of the lot. He's ready to go now. He's for sale. He will take a pay cut. It's perfect for you. But they keep saying Luis Diaz. I don't understand. Marcus Rashford is waiting for a call from Barcelona. He has received other significant offers and can't wait long. Barca are considering a loan with option to buy for 40 million euros. That's about 32 million pounds. Mate, you just tried to offer 50 million for Nico Williams. You just tried to offer, or your main plan A is Luis Diaz. He will be around 60 to 70. Why are you coming to us talking about loans? You just tried to buy two players that are in front of him, but to us, we'll go for a loan when we go for Rashford. We'll give them 32 million. Even though Rashford's 40 and you've got Luis Diaz and Nico Williams or more. I don't understand. They don't really rate Rashford, as you can see, but it's last result. We'll just have to get him. So that's what's going on with Rashford, which is not nice to see, but you can tell they want Luis Diaz bad. They want Nico Williams. He turfed them. They want Luis Diaz now. Even though they're saying he's not for sale, they're going to probably go there and overpay. It's seeming like they'll probably go overpay because Liverpool is not going to do a loan deal. Liverpool, Man City, these teams don't do loan deals. Like, do you get it? No big team does loan deals for their players. It don't really happen. It's just mostly when you've had a madness with the player, etc., which we always tend to have, a madness with the player. Thomas asked for a party. Just say no. Thoughts on Mbeumo? He's still coming United. I don't have a clue, man. I don't have a clue about Mbeumo. Like, I haven't even reported him today because I just see things. Man United are optimistic. Yeah, we're keen. We're close. We're working on it. These words that they keep using, exploring. Oh, mate, I'm tired of it. So, yeah, I ain't seen nothing about Mbeumo. I'm just waiting for something to be concrete and then I'll come and report it. And then last but not least, Cunha's took the number 10. He requested the number 10. He's the kind of player he wants to be a protagonist and shoulder the pressure of wearing the number. So he's going to Old Trafford and saying, I want to be the main character. I want to have the 10 on my back and show everyone that I'm meant to be here. I want to take United back to where it needs to go. So you can only respect that. He's got that confidence with him. He spoke to Rashford about it. Rashford was understanding because he's leaving. He wants to leave. So why not just take the 10? It is what it is. Exit viewed as suiting all parties. So he wants to go Barca. But like I've showed you lot, they don't really like Barca really rate him. They want Luis Diaz. So yeah, it's a mad one. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Obviously, I'm going to leave it with Partey before I go. And then, yeah, I'll be on later. And you know the thing already. Make sure you like, subscribe, the whole jazz. We do this for you lot every day, man. And later I'll have more news. Hopefully something's advanced within all of this. And you'll know about it. Let's see us getting on to Partey. Man United. You don't get a slide. You got to give it to United fans. We don't let no one slide. But yeah, man, love to you lot. All of you that have been in the chat, everyone that's been inside, appreciate you lot, man. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and I'll be on later.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm all